Welcome to all those who care for it to the Pokemon XD Darkness Let's Play by me, Dark14587. Now this is going to be an interesting one because this is my first Let's Play. And the reason I'm doing this now is because due to circumstances I won't be able to do it later on in the year. And because I don't have any research done for any new videos I want to do, so I decided to do this. Now, the idea of this is just for me to have fun and play a game, doing and making comments on my progress and or the game itself or various other things. Now, I hope you find this somewhat enjoyable. And the reason I'm not doing Coliseum and doing Gale of Darkness is because I think Gale of Darkness is in itself a better game than Coliseum. Doesn't mean I won't eventually do Coliseum one day, it's just that I enjoy XD Gale of Darkness better. Man, that Gale Shadow Lugia looks so fucking awesome. And here's where we see these two guys falling off the boat, and that kinda makes me think that did the Pokemon game just kill off two guys? It's a common opinion I've actually heard a lot of people say when I see this scene. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is probably one of the easiest battles of all time. Just see if you get the Solomon's Earthquake and the Metagross. Honestly, I find this game kind of interesting, kind of like the start. There's a kind of often trope that shows up in a lot of games where they make you feel extremely powerful at the beginning, but then show you how weak you actually are compared to how strong you are in that cutscene, or in this case, simulation. I always thought I could as a douche. Just comes out telling me, oh, you were good with that really virtual Pokemon, but you just have an Eevee in real life. I always thought that kid was a douche. Huh, a jolly natured Eevee. What nature? What bonus is that? I forget. Is it a defense bonus? I think it is. I should look that up eventually. They actually mentions a person's father in a Pokemon game. That's weird, especially. It kind of disproves my theory of all the trainers being adopted are worse clones. Is it weird this guy trying to be Brock? I mean, he never opens his eyes in the entire game. And his hair is all shaggy like that. Like, why can't this guy be my dad? It would kind of make more sense than my dad just being gone. Oh, wow. If you're picking up that background noise, you're probably hearing Doctor Who in the background while I'm recording the sound for this. There's a marathon on the BBC right now, and I really don't want to miss it. The episode on right now is a unicorn and a wasp, or is it a wasp and a unicorn? I forget which way it goes. But if you're a Doctor Who fan, you should know which episode I'm talking about, so, Okay, and now I'm just completely lost. I just found this place weirdly designed. I mean, there's no... To get to the other half of the building, you have to go to the director's office, and it seems like that's not really a thing to do. This is Libra, huh. You know, they say it reports a float summon here. I think that's kind of a prelude to Gen 4 with Float Zeal, considering that apparently Breezel and Float Zeal help people who have been drowning. Especially considering some of the other Gen 4 Pokemon that show up in this game, I think that might be just a small little reference. It might just be a coincidence, but it's an interesting little thing to point out. Aside from the long special sounds, there's not really much to comment on, especially so early in these games. You're just running around, especially me, I'm just running around talking to people, seeing what they'll say, because it's been a while since I played this game. I haven't played this game in a few years, especially considering that I still have an extensive save file on my other memory cards. I just deleted other save data I had just for this playthrough. If they ever make, I kind of want them to make another one of these for Gen 5. Battle Revolution for Gen 4 was okay, especially the customizing trainers bit. I might do a let's play of that one eventually, but I really like the RPG and story of these games, so they kind of consider them a prelude to the Gen 5 stories. Like they're experimenting with having a storyline in a Pokemon game. I mean, a lot of people say that in Gen 3 they started experimenting with having stories in a Pokemon game. Well, that's true, especially when you look at these games. I haven't had a battle yet in this entire video, so let's just fight this guy and completely pwn this asshole. Yeah, he's a super trainer, huh? Wait a second, maybe Jolly is Speed EV. If someone in the comments would tell me before I look this up, because I'm going to probably look it up as soon as I'm done posting this thing. Wait a second, I'm thinking about, don't tell me, I'll look it up myself. Well, there's something funny I found. Is how overdramatic the lose animations are for these guys. Even in the main games, I mean, your main character faints when you lose. That's kind of funny, don't you think? The shock of losing is so strong it makes you faint. It's like these Pokemon battles are. I wonder what a Shadow game version of a Pokemon battle would look like. This place. This place just tries to be so creepy. It just comes off as so really cliched, but it's interesting. I wish they would have done more with it. Like have some ghost Pokemon wandering around or something, you know. Oh, this is a little asshole. Talking about yourself in a third person and all that shit. Okay, everybody, let's raise up our hands in the air, shake our wrist, and yell, Quirky! That's it, yeah. And Suntrance. Statistically, the worst Pokemon in the entire game. What's this, a C? What do you expect? Still can kill in one hit though. Well, maybe he is only level 10. Wait, is it level 11 yet? No, Lieutenant, it'll be 11 as soon as I kill this asshole. What about this guy's eyes? I think it's an anime trope or something, I'm not sure. It's an annoying thing that's going to be stuck to us for a little while. I always found that kind of odd with translators. They'll translate Oni-chan as Big Brother, which is, I don't know if this is direct translation or if it's inferred translation or whatever, but it always kind of seems weird in conversation. I mean, it's something I found weird in anything that's translated by Atlas, because you'll have in the, I don't know if it's like San, Chan, etc. It just seems kind of weird to point out. I mean, I watch a lot of anime, so I'm used to it, but when I hear English people saying it, it just seems kind of weird to me. No, off topic, off topic. Okay. I really hate this asshole. I'm gonna get done with this part and move on. The opening part of this game is such a slog of getting past all this stuff. It's like they just keep throwing things at you, hope something latches on. But unlike in all other games, Coliseum, I have to praise Coliseum's opening here. Coliseum just starts off with a fucking explosion. Yeah, we get an awesome set piece with this one, but and Coliseum can follow that up with the kind of old westy area in a Pokemon battle. Here you follow it up with doing chores for your mom, collecting your sister. I mean, it's an okay opening, but still so long-winded and kind of boring. Doesn't really get interesting until later on through. Part of me always had a fan theory that you were the kids of the protagonist from the previous game, and that your mom was that chick. But the fact that this only takes place like what, 5 years after that kind of just proves it. Considering that you'd have to be alive then, and 5 years ago those two were teenagers. And considering that you're 10, you had to have been born already, so yeah. You know, they could have something interesting like with Red and just have the previous protagonist show up for this one for the final challenge at the end of the game. Like for that last Coliseum, which would have been really fucking interesting. But no, they decided against it. And that secret door is just oddly placed too. Every time I hear Professor Quinn, I keep thinking of the Scarecrow oddly enough. Is that a common thing? Oh, the snack machine. Okay, here's a issue I kind of have. The first snag machine, which I can't really show you at the moment, due to my software and everything. I find that interesting, cool look, as well as was discreet. It just looked like some kind of accessory that you just put on that look cool. But in this game, it looks like a robotic arm. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks alright, but still, it looks like a robotic arm. It should be obvious. Everyone that you meet should go, hey, that's a snack machine, isn't it? I mean, that arm is just so out of place on you. I mean, it's more subtle than the last one, but doesn't look as discreet as it. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay, I was planning to stop right around here. I didn't want this video to go over 15 minutes, but I decided to keep going just a little bit longer because, well, you'll see why in a second. Who screams like that? Aye! Aye! Super trainer guys, ass kick yet again. Okay, did no one see that giant ass guy coming before he starts professing me? Yeah, a giant ass dude and two other dudes in a similar uniform. They're going to be up to something bad. I mean, they're not the Girl Scouts going around going cookies. Security in this place sucks. I think I'm supposed to be security, which means I suck at my job. Now I'll zoom in on him, it looks weird. Wait, is this Teddy supposed to be female? Every time I play this game, it turns out to be a female Teddy so I never once gotten it male. Is it scripted or something? No, who cares? That's not a question. Yeah, I'm going to Pokemon Wrestling. Gosh, yeah. You know, they've had like 5 years since the last time. I think they will come up with countermeasures for a snag machine. You know, like anti-snag shadow Pokemon or something like that. But no. No. You know, there's an interesting game behind the snag machine where you just steal your opponent's Pokemon. Not shadow Pokemon specifically, just regular Pokemon like Joey. Like you fight Joey and you steal his precious Rattata. Wouldn't that just be hilarious? Then you release it. Wouldn't that be funny? Just have him press about, oh my Rattata, it's one of the top tier Rattata, and you took it from me. All the crazy that's going on the side. I oddly enough like the design of that van. Wow, almost 20 minutes I'm still going on. Never really said that much, huh? No little kid crying. See, this just goes further to prove the theory. Why can't the professor just be my dad in this game? I mean, the little girl crying for him, saying she's gonna go rescue him when she gets bigger. I think that'll be a little too long, kid. I kind of like this one right here. She just get a little bit resolved and decide, hey, we're gonna do it without them and finish this thing ourselves to save the world. And this asshole's like, oh, it's hopeless. Shut up. Another thing I want to point out is this chick is incredibly thin for someone that had 2 kids already. I mean, where is her stomach? It's nothing to point out, but I've been watching a lot of other people comment on stuff like that. Okay, I'm about ready to call it a day with this. I'll be back next time to go on a little bit more. See you next time, people.